Hi guys, it's again Amy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my canal. So today I'm going to show you guys how to cook Sierra Leonean fufu. Sierra Leonean fufu is made out of cassava. Of course, you have fufu. We have different type of fufu. You can make fufu out of cassava, out of yam, out of plantain, out of different things. Okay, but the main dish in Sierra Leone fufu is made out of cassava, and this thing is processed. But because I live in Holland, you can't actually have the thing where they process the fufu, so we normally buy it in a packet like this, but then you have to cook it. So I bought the strong spoon, that one, because this one is a little bit stronger than the ones I always have. I end up broken up this little one of mine because they are not strong enough. So that one is very, very strong. I got it from the African shop and it's very, very thick. To cook African fufu, to be honest, in this part of the world is very, very difficult because it's you need a lot of strength to do this. Reason why I don't do it a lot, and it always doesn't come out like as smooth as the way they will make it in Africa. In Africa, they will pound it, they will pound the fufu so that it will come very, very smooth. But here, I don't have any of those thing. In Creole, we call it matagodo, those things you used to pound. They don't have it. I don't have it here, so I have to mix it with hot water. So what I like to do, I like the water to boil, and I add salt in the water. I like to separate the water because the water was too much. Because the more you are cooking the fufu, you're adding more water, so that you don't add a lot of water. This is a hard job, so this is how I'm doing it. Actually, it's very, very crazy. I like fufu. I prefer the cassava fufu than the yam fufu. For example, the yam fufu, if it's made freshly from the yam itself, I really like it. But because it's very hard to do that also here, we normally buy the yam powder and use that as a fufu. But since I find out that they are selling the cassava fufu in the store, I have grown in love with the cassava fufu. And if I want to eat the yam fufu, I'll buy the natural yam itself, and then I will blend it in a blender little by little. That takes forever, and then I'll get the yam fufu. But now the water is boiling, I've added my salt. I'm just going to add the fufu into it little by little. Make sure you get all those little nuts that it's in it, trying to get everything to be smooth. And to be honest, if I can be 100% honest with you guys, that is very, very difficult to do. If you have the way where you can pound it, or you have like the big blender where you can, the food processor where you can put it and blend it, it'll be perfect after cooking it. But I do not have that one, so I have to do this with my hand. And trust me, this is hard. I don't need to go to the gym anymore. I have enough way of exercising, and this is how I start cooking mine, to make sure all the cassava is smoothly. As it's cooking, it's changing color. You guys are going to see that. So the more I cook, the more I add water, so you have to keep mixing, because I also dull down the fire, because it's cooked very quickly. It's very, very simple to cook, but you have to mix. Like, you really have to mix. And if you have a man in the house, let the man do it, because trust me, it's not a it's not an easy job. It's not, but I like to do it myself because I like the way it's going. Sometimes, of course, I call someone to help, but because I'm showing you guys and I want to do it myself and show you guys how I do it, everybody have their own way of cooking, okay? But this is how I do mine. I have no other way of doing it. I don't have the big. I have a food blender, but I don't have the big one, like the food processor, the big one where you put everything and let it blend. I don't have it. So this is how I cook it. And I found out that the cassava cuckoo, like the cassava fufu, like this, it is a little bit difficult to make than the yam powder, because the yam powder is just a powder. It's very, very easy to make. But the cassava fufu, it's the real cassava. This is the real cassava grind. They grind the cassava into little, little pieces. And this is what you use to make fufu. This is the Sierra Leonean fufu. I really, really like it. It's a strength. It takes a generation to cook this. And I was little, but this used to be my favorite dish. actually with okra soup, but you can eat it. I eat it with everything. To be honest, I can eat this one with vegetable soup, with everything. I can eat this one with crane, with potato leaf. I know some people like what potato leaf, because potato leaf is a vegetable soup, so you can definitely eat fufu with it. But some people prefer it with okra, with granite soup, with also for me, I try to eat everything. I just try to mix my food. I don't really have like because you can't eat it with this. I just eat it with what I feel like I like. It tastes good. So I eat it with vegetable soup. I eat it with potato leaf. I eat it with crane. I eat it with granite soup. I eat it with okra soup. So I eat it with everything that tastes good in my mouth. Let's just say that. So yeah, but you guys can see as we are cooking it, the white color is changing. It's going into like a brownish color. But you guys can see it still have those little ball cassava thing in it, and that is very hard to get rid of. To be honest, it is super hard to get rid of. I wish I can have that thing here in Europe where you can pound the food, like those matarodo, where you can pound it. I really need something like that, but I don't have it. I don't really have it. I don't know if it's even allowed to fly with it from Africa all the way here, because if it's allowed, I really need something like that in my life, you know. But I really like it. So this is how you cook Sierra Leonean food, my sister and brothers. You have to mix. This is mixing. This thing is not funny. So you guys can see, but you still have those brown, those cassava ball, cassava stuff, the white one in it. So you have to make sure you cook everything to be to get very smooth. If I can be 100% honest with you, except if I make maybe one packet, a little packet, that is when I'll get everything to be very smooth. But if I cook two packets like this, I can't get everything to be very smooth. That's the 100% honesty. So I don't need to lie to you guys. You guys are gonna see. I can't get everything to be very smooth. If I'm making two packets at the same time. But if I do like one packet, I can get it. I can get it to be very smooth to 90% or 95%. But it's very hard to get it smoother like this. As you guys can see, now that everything is cooking, you guys can see the color, and it's very thick. It's very thick. It's very hard. At least I've tried my best to make sure I get everything a little bit smoother, even though it's not 100% smoother. There's still a little bit of those cassava fufu in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just close the pan, let it steam for a little bit, and then mix it again. It's not an easy job. It's my favorite soup, but it's not my favorite thing to make. It's my favorite dish, fufu, cassava fufu, but it's not my favorite food to make, especially the fufu. I have my sauce warming up there. So yeah. So this is what it looks like. As you guys can see, this is the crane. I cook the next day. I eat the first day. I ate it with rice. The second day, I decided to make fufu. So this is how the fufu look, and I really like it. It tastes very good, and I love the cassava fufu because I love the cassava fufu. It has a really nice taste when you add salt in it, and it stays very long in the stomach. And I've lose weight, so I'm trying to gain my weight back that I've lost. I've been sick for the whole of last week, so I don't have appetite of eating. So now I'm about to gain that weight back. So this is it. I hope you all like this video. If you guys do, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about my fufu making skills. I know I'm not the best, but I try my best. Let's just say that. So yeah, this is how you make Sierra Leone cassava fufu. This is your girl Amy. Bye. Do.